The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to... Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA, and this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Now McDaniels after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Edwards with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Over Holiday, and the basket by Edwards.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's White. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. And it's off from three-point range. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Edwards finds Conley. Now here's McDaniels. Randle surveying the D. It's Edwards on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Tatum against Randle. A nice shot by Tatum.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. And that is a great finish! Oh, my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Even now, Stan in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletic.
Now Edwards, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Conley kicks to Randle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the physicality of Randle's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
That free throw good from Randle. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for the teacher.
And let's check out the numbers for White. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Oh, here's Edwards. After the miss from Derek White. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Now, here's Tatum. He also had a big impact in that win against the Knicks.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shots.
Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Minnesota also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniel.
2 minutes.
Celtics trail by 10. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And here's Gobert after the three-pointer from Al Horford. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Holiday. Outside, Horford. And here is Brown. Horford with the screen on DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to DiVincenzo. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now here's Brown. Still without a basket. Outside Holiday. With the floater. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's just a smart pass by the veteran, Drew Holiday.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Conley finds DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. For 3, Edwards. And Boston with the rebound. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. With a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 3 spot. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Tatum. Back to DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Tatum on the wing. Tatum gets it inside.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. For the three. Edwards with another miss. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Shireman. Outside Tatum. Launches it from deep. Rebound Minnesota. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. A floater. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
There's the pick. For 3. Tatum with another miss.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Tatum a screen. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Tatum down low. McDaniels defending. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And here's Edwards from the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one is on Holiday. For Minnesota, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Pritchard. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Ando comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Here's Edwards with the drive, and finished off by Edwards.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
White with it, now defended by Gobert. And Holiday kicks to Horford.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And here's Tatum for 3. Busted. No good that time either.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Gobert double-teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Randall passes to Edwards. Over Tatum. Bank shot, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
White against Edwards. Fires for 3. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
White against Edwards. White looking around. Pass to Horford. Shot clock at 6. Back to White. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's White missing. Timberwolves leading by 20. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Al Horford with the rebound.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And Brown throws it down.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Gobert.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Tatum. Fires away from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome to the halftime show.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. Now let's take a moment here for... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Three-pointer. Out to Conley. Pass to Randall. Over Tatum. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 29.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Horford. Brown outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
A difficult situation for Boston. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Brown wide open, he fires. Drops in the tray. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
To the right side. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Banked in off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Randall against Tatum. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Holiday kicks to White. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Gobert dishes to Randall over Tatum. And there's Randall on the assist by Gobert.
Assist.
Randall's got 8.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that one's good. Tatum.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Minnesota also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniel. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
2 minutes remaining.
Randall against Tatum.
2 minutes.
Back to Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got 6.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Outside Holiday. They set the pick. Left side Tatum. Wide open. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Pounding the offensive glass. That's where Gobert gets a lot of his extra chances.
Pritchard passes to Holiday. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Peterson the pass to Pritchard. Pass to Peterson. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now Ingles. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Brown. And the shot goes in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Now DiVincenzo. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. But Timberwolves on top, opening up a huge gap. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Celtics shooting about 42% so far. On the court for Minnesota, Edwards is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. Kornet passes to Hauser. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Reed in the post. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
The Celtics making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Count that one.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Outside Edwards. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Here's Tatum, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Ingles passes to Alexander-Walker. Reed with it. Here's DiVincenzo. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pritchard passes to Kornet. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Pass to Ingles. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's White into the lane. Rebound, Minnesota. Goes up at the stripe. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And they're moving it up. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, look, you got to hit Tatum harder than that, or else he's just going to push right through the contact.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Donte DiVincenzo comes in for Miller, and Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. Alexander-Walker on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the dunk by Tatum.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
Minnesota making a switch here. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Celtics trail by 21. Holiday, the pass to Horford. Now here's White from past the arc. It's rebounded by Dozier.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And Holiday kicks to Horford. Holiday, the pass to White. And Tatum, now top the key.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. That shot missing. Timberwolves leading by 23. DiVincenzo passes to Dozier, and he dunks it down.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. Brown outside. Back to Holiday, beyond the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
It's stolen by White.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And here's Tatum for 3. Garza pulls it in. Minnesota with the ball. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Connects from 3-point range.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Rebound by Drew Holiday. And here is Tatum. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.